going on, everyone? We are going over AT&T today, and we are about to find out two things. We're gonna find the fair value of AT&T according to Warren Buffett. That's the first thing we're gonna find out, and the second thing we're gonna find out is if AT&T is discount price that Warren Buffett will be a buyer forever, basically the price that he will buy in order to hold AT&T forever. And we're gonna start right now by looking at the graph. Let's go over the graph of AT&T. If you see the price close today, 28.91, meaning less than 29, and more important, less than 30 bucks. If you look at the graph here, this is the daily graph. Yellow is the 50-day moving average, and we're gonna touch about it in a second. This is the support all the way around 26. It didn't even touch that. It hit here. This is where you see the pink here. I touched about 26.50 twice. Then it went all the way up above the 50-day moving average, and then it broke the resistance of 28, and now it's almost at 29. That's pretty bullish to me. AT&T is super bullish. We're gonna look at the dividend. It's over 7%, not for a junk company, for AT&T. Pretty solid blue chip. Look at the bottom here. This is the volume. Everything is green. Look at this green bar. This is the white that you see in here is like the average volume, and you can see here super nice green, another nice green, good green days. And at the bottom you don't see too much, you just see a little bit extra buyers over sellers, where the yellow is pretty much the buyers, but the level of 14 I like to see it at like 80. So not a lot of people are buying AT&T, but the ones that do, it's already broke the trend to the upside. That's a bullish sign. But what's more important, I don't care just about the graph, that's the technical side. Let's see on the fundamental side what Warren Buffett has to say about AT&T and where it should trade as of today. So let's go to our Excel. Okay, everyone, we are back in the Excel. Let's see what we got ourselves into. Company name AT&T, that's a given, and I did a little more instructions so to make life a little easier for you guys. And you can find this Excel, by the way, on the description below. Feel free to check it out if you are interested in actually getting this Excel, and instead of waiting for me to do a tutorial, just plug in the numbers and find your favorite stocks. It needs to be a profitable stock, meaning positive earning per share. For all the negative earning per share, all the IPOs that doesn't have earning per share just yet, there's a different formula, discount free cash flow, which I will do tutorials in the future. But let's focus on this. So AT&T is the company name. Next, we are looking for EPS, earning per share in the last 12 months. And to get this number, we're gonna go into Yahoo Finance and look for EPS. So I'm in Yahoo Finance, AT&T, ticker symbol T. Everyone know this company name. Looking here, EPS, see, EPS TTM. So I'm looking at the price of 152. That's the price I'm gonna put in my Excel. But just a side note, guys, look at this. Earning dividend, 7.19%. $2.08 for every share that that's crazy. For every share that you get, that you hold, for let's say for 29 bucks, you get 2 bucks. Just insane. Over 7% dividend per year. I digress, but this is definitely something to look for, especially with the graph looking super bullish on the daily chart. Broke the resistance of the 50-day moving average and all that good stuff. It's a good sign, but let's see how much it's worth according to Warren Buffett. So I'm putting 152 in the back in the Excel now. EPS, I'm putting 152. That's very nice. And you see in the instruction, constant means yellow, so I'm not touching 8.5. PE 8.5 is a constant, meaning that AT&T technically will not grow at all in the next 7 to 10 years. According to the book, The Intelligent Investor, you just put 8.5, assuming no growth at all, which makes the price that we will find super conservative. Let's find the next number, which is growth. We're gonna find the growth of AT&T. in the next 5 years. So let's go back to our Yahoo Finance. So back in Yahoo Finance, I'm gonna click on analysis. Yeah, and I've done this before, so I know what I'm gonna tell you in a second, so just bear with me. We're gonna scroll all the way down. Yeah, and this is what I want to tell you guys. You see this number, next 5 years growth minus, that's the problem, minus 1.74. So because it's a negative number, there's no growth. AT&T is not projected to grow anywhere. I don't know why I don't follow them. I assume they did like tons of acquisition or 5G network. Whatever the case, they're not planning on any sort of growth in the next 5 years. So instead of just giving up, I took this number next year, the one above that. The next year projection growth is 1.6, which is super modest, and I'm okay with this. It's not like it says, I don't know, 20-50% growth. So I'm taking this number instead of the next 5 years. I'm just gonna focus on the next year, which is 1.6% growth. So that's the number we're gonna put in the Excel. Back in the Excel, in the growth column, I'm gonna put 1.6. Yeah, and then we have another two constant. You see yellow in the instruction. Yellow means constant 2. Growth times 2. That means that we have an aggressive, according to 1962 or something like that, when the book was published. Don't catch me on that. Could be 1940 something. I think 62. I don't know. But either way, the constant growth is times 2. Corporate bond, another constant, 4.4. Not changing that in the formula. And the next thing that we need to get our number is the AAA bond yield. How much bond investors of AT&T are getting instead of buying the stock. They're just buying the bond and avoiding downside risk. That's basically a bond, but I'm not a bond expert, so we're gonna go and find on Google AT&T corporate bond, and we also have the stock price 28.91. So let's go. Yeah, so I did a search for AT&T corporate bond, and I found this one. The highest number from everything that I've seen is this one, 4.75. The bond expired 2046. Basically, if you're a bond holder, just so you guys know, you get about 4.75% on your income. Let's say you put $10,000 on AT&T bonds, you're gonna get every year 4.75%, which is not bad compared to the bank, and you're not risking downside of holding the stock of AT&T. And also in case of a bankruptcy, which I don't see happening, bond holders have a priority over stockholders. Just something to educate yourself on, everyone. Let's move on. I'm gonna put 475 in the Excel, and we're gonna get our result. Back in the Excel, and I'm in here, AAA bond yield. I'm gonna put 475 basically, and once I click enter, guys, I'm gonna find two things. I'm gonna find the AT&T fair value price according to Warren Buffett, as well as I'm gonna find the price that Warren Buffett will be a long-term, basically a forever long-term holder, which could be a lot less than the fair value, but we see what we see. And before I click enter, I'm gonna do the following. Dum da da dum da 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 dum. Okay, we got some numbers in here, guys. Let's see what we got. Pretty impressive. Do you see this? Fair value of AT&T according to Warren Buffett and the book The Intelligent Investor, 35.90. Let's 36 bucks. Let's say 36 bucks is the fair value of AT&T. Very impressive. Very impressive indeed. That's not bad at all. And the price that Warren Buffett technically will be a buyer is 24. I doubt it will ever go below 30 again, but that's a good thing and a bad thing. I'm not buying at 24. I'm not waiting it to go to 24. I haven't seen it below 30 until like last week, and most likely in March. But the fair value is 36. And if you want to add, and this is not a financial advice, of course, and if you want to add basically AT&T into your bag of forever stocks, you're gonna get 7.19% dividend. Not a financial advice, but looks like a good deal. So you're not getting 33% discount, but you are getting, let's say, 29. I'm just gonna do a little math in here. Just a little math. 28.91 slash 35.90. You got yourself a 20% discount from the fair value. 20% discount from the fair value is pretty impressive, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment below, as well as write in the comments what would you like, what stocks would you like me to do next. Leave your comment as well, and check this Excel. I mean, you can get this Excel for you and enter all the stocks that you want. And if I bring you guys any sort of value, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you on our next video.